Shut up and play.
Hello, I'm Jethro.
Hi, I'm Lisbeth.
This is Shut Up and Play.
It is Shut Up and Play.
It is.
Sorry, but it's Game Chat.
Well, yes, it's also an episode of Game Chat. You are correct. It's Shut Up and Play's episode of Game Chat.
Okay.
We are back. And you'll bet you're saying back from where? Where were you people?
This time it wasn't a funeral and it wasn't a wedding.
Yay! This time we are at MEPACON.
MEPACON.
And what does MEPACON stand for?
I don't know what it actually stands for.
Oh, sorry, I thought you knew.
No.
It stands for Mid-Eastern PA Board Gaming Convention.
No, I did not know that.
I thought you knew, I'm sorry.
No, did not know that.
So we were at MEPACON this weekend.
We were.
At a hotel outside of Allentown. And it was delightful.
It was nice.
It was absolutely delightful.
Yep.
If you've been to PAX, it's exactly like that. If you left it in the dryer too long in a trunk.
It's not like PAX at
Not
all.
like PAX at all.
Not at all.
Well, what's it like? Are you okay?
I am.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
I'm getting over a little bit of a cold that I carried with me to MEPACON.
Big cold. But
Little. What was it like? It was a con in the sense that it was a convention dedicated to tabletop board games and role-playing games, which was the hobby that we're obviously embracing here lately. What it was not a place where publishers showed up. It was not a place where all kinds of gaming companies showed up and said, hey, here's a stack of 20 of my game, you should buy it, because it's, you didn't have any kind. We did have vendors, but no vendors of publishing companies.
Except for DPH.
There was one or two smaller publishing companies that are doing more Kickstarter games or
Sure.
games that are not, Gnome Hollow and
Right.
Everdale Duo and all the big names, like Bitewing and all those others. But what it was dedicated to is, I think, starting at noon on Friday. Nope, starting at 2:00 on Friday until just about 6:00 Sunday, you could go into one of these two large ballroom type areas and play a game. And it was set up, once you registered, you were then connected to what was it called? You were connected to tabletop events. And on there was listed all the different games that were being hosted, and you could join, any that had openings, obviously. And pretty much from 6 until 1 a.m., 2 p.m. Friday until 1 a.m. Saturday, people were at these tables playing games. And then again, Saturday morning, 8 o'clock, although not that many were there at 8 o'clock, because we were there at 8 o'clock.
We were there at 8 o'clock.
There weren't very many games going on. Then from 8 a.m. Saturday until, again, 1 a.m. Sunday, you could sign up and play games.
No.
And then again, 8 a.m. Sunday until 6 p.m. Sunday. And truly, it was just people playing board games and RPG games, and that's all it was. It really is all it was.
Yeah. You walk by tables and they'd have a little stand there that said, players wanted and things like that. And you just sit down and start playing.
You could. A lot of them were set up that you had to sign up ahead of time, so that way you had, we signed up, 9 a.m. Saturday? 9 a.m. Saturday, we signed up and played Amon-Ra. But because we signed up, the table had 5 people in it, which was the max for the game, and it had a host that knew how to play the game. And it was Jethro and I on one side, and another couple, and then another person on the other side. They had never played the game. We had tried it once before.
Really?
Yeah, we have.
Really?
The
We've
cats
been
missed us
doing this for
weekend.
8 months and you've not once ever done this? And this is what we get now.
We've been away all weekend.
You got to go.
So we sat down and played that game. It took 2 hours, and we were signed up to do that from 9 to 11. And, and then at that same table with that same host, he then had games running pretty much all day Saturday.
Long, yeah.
All day Saturday. The only other one that was there that I recognized was Brass Birmingham. There's another one you recognized because you were
Power Grid. I really wanted to play on Sunday, but we had to go.
We just bought for Saturday just to kind of know what this was like.
Yeah, it's our first time.
Yeah, same thing we did for PAX. The first year we went down, we just went for the one day till we went, oh, no, this is awesome.
Right.
What else do you...
Just a little bit about MEPACON. They, according to the organizers, there was approximately 450 people attended over the 3-day week.
Over the 3-day
weekend. So that was great. I asked about attendance, and they said attendance is pretty stable. Pre-registration was up, which is always nice because that means people are definitely planning to show up and play. They've been at it for about 24 years, which is pretty amazing.
She said this was their 24th year.
Yeah, that's very exciting for them. And I'm disappointed this is the first time I've heard about it because I would have gone last year and the year before.
Yeah.
So it's really neat. Now, They do it twice a year. The next one coming up is November 14th through the 16th. I don't remember if they have a name for it yet or not.
I don't know.
This was 48 hours of gaming where you just gamed all the time.
Yeah, you could.
So a couple people we want to give a shout out to, if that's all right. First one is to Milton and Jennifer.
Oh, Martin.
Martin.
You are the worst.
I am the worst.
Martin and Jennifer. I'm going to sneeze.
Bless you.
This is what
Bless
I've been doing.
you.
That's cold. Sorry. Martin and Jennifer.
Martin and Jennifer. I don't know why I can't get his name right.
Jennifer, Martin, and Kurt.
Kurt, yes.
Were the three that played Amon-Ra with us.
Amon-Ra with us. So like Lisbeth said, we got there at just before, around 8, but 9 a.m. the game started, and we sat down at 9 a.m. We played. And then throughout the day, we would run into Milton and Jennifer playing.
Martin.
Ah!
Throughout the day, we would see Martin and Jennifer. It wasn't so much that we would run into them, but we would see them.
Yes.
But they just went from table to table to table to table playing games. We played 3 games on Saturday. That's what we signed up for.
Yeah, we played 3 games there. You and I played games.
Well, yeah, we played. Yeah.
Like, you know.
They at 10 o'clock at night, they were halfway through a game of Brass Birmingham.
Yeah.
And they had started with us at 9 a.m. with Amon-Ra.
Yeah.
And we know that they played, I think, Reef and another water one when we walked by the table that they were at the one point that I wish we could have caught up with them on Sunday and say, okay, seriously, how many games did you play back to back to back to back?
Yeah, because they were just at the middle of Brass Birmingham. We switch over from canals to railroads. So there was still another, 30
game, 45 minutes, easy.
Easy for an hour,
Easy 45 minutes.
Yeah, they were still going to be going strong.
They were great
competitors.
I don't know. I don't feel like I competed against them, but I
they
guess
were
they were great
game partners.
Okay, yeah,
yes,
yeah. They were great to play the game with. We enjoyed it immensely. The host.
Oh, the host was named by the name of James.
James.
He was fantastic.
Yep.
If you ever, when we go back, and we're definitely going back, I will definitely sit with a couple games at his table.
Table 17. He was there at table 17.
Yeah.
He said he was going to be there all day. Like I said, at 10:15 at night, we went by and he was there doing Brass Birmingham with Jennifer and
Martin
and a couple other people, and he was going strong.
Yeah, still the same energy, still the same
strong.
attitude.
Yep.
At 10 o'clock. This guy, James, we love you. You were fantastic.
Great host.
You're a great host, and I hope
eventually we'll post a video that shows just a little clip of him.
I'll put a. You know what I'm going to try to do?
What?
At the end of videos, you can put links to other videos in that at the end of the video, and I'm going to try to do that this time.
Growing your knowledge.
Well,
the more you know.
The more ding, boop, 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 boop. And then we also played. I just want to give a shout out to the lady the host for
Hive Mind, Ginny. Again, peppy energy. I'd say she was probably close to us in age.
Well, she said she was 65-ish.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
But we had 10 players for that game. It was obviously a party game that had a group of 10, and 2 of them were children, and she handled that table wonderfully. We had a lot of fun laughing. We were literally in the middle of this ballroom with tables all around us, and still she just kept us all right into the game, taught us the game, took us through the game. She's great. Ginny.
Yeah. Hive Mind is fun. If you never played it, give it a shot.
Yep, it's an older game, but it was a lot of fun for a party game.
Yeah, well, I really enjoyed it.
Jethro lost that one.
I did lose that one.
Shout out, he won.
Oh, yes.
Did you win No, you didn't win Amon-Ra.
No, I didn't. I came third in Amon-Ra.
Yeah, I lost Amon-Ra wickedly well. Really lost it well.
I was cruising along, and then they all ganged up on me at the end.
I didn't know that. Anyways,
okay, well,
then who else?
Yeah, okay. The folks at DPH Games.
DPH Games.
I think the gentleman's name was Ryan, and I'll be upset if
wasn't it the owner, Dan?
I think the gentleman's name was Dan.
Yeah.
Which sounds a lot like Ryan, but it's really Dan. And he sat down with us, if it was him or Ryan, whichever one.
He gave us his business cards. I'm pretty sure it was this one.
It was Dan, yeah.
DPH.
So he sat down with us, and we played Legacy at Sea, which is their new Kickstarter, and that was fun.
Good game.
Yeah, it's a good one. You're pirates, and you're just... it takes place in 1716, 1717, and I think
over 2 years.
1718? Or was it just 1717?
I thought it was just the 2 years.
Maybe
But we did end early because we took a little bit long. It's a little bit more of a heavy game to learn initially until you get rolling in it. And then, of course, I freaking had to go, wait. If I do this, can I do that? And they had to go, no, you have to do this and this. Oh, I don't want to do that. So I bogged down that game and lost that one tremendously. But Jethro won that one.
I won that one.
Doubled my score.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I did it, but I
You
managed to win that game.
taking out those pirates and taking on those storms. It was great.
Yeah, that's a good one. So I know that the Kickstarter is all produced and ready to go. It's just trying to get it over here from
stuck
China.
Overseas right now. Yep.
The folks at DPH Games were wonderful.
Yep.
Everybody was so nice to us, and we can't thank them enough. And then what else? Oh, okay. Sorry. That's not my notes. I don't know why it's not my notes.
I don't know what you're going to next.
I know you don't. So you've got to go to nucleararmageddon.com.
This looked like a cool game.
This game is going to, when it comes out...
Did you get any pictures of it?
I did not, and I'm very upset about that. When this game comes out, it is going to be amazing. It's going to be a little expensive, but it's going to be amazing.
Big,
it is just
big real estate hog of a table.
Yeah,
but
because
really cool little 3D things.
Yeah, all the things are 3D. They have these mushroom clouds that are about that big, and they are gorgeous. Everything about this game is gorgeous.
Jethro talked to the owner, the creator, for quite a while.
Yeah, and he is doing this. Obviously, wants to make money at it, but he's doing it to produce the best game he possibly can. And every single component is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. He's just finishing up all the design part of it, and he's going to.
We didn't play this game. We just
unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to play it. I can't talk about its gameplay, but I can tell you this: whatever he's charging for it, just visually, I'm going to pay it because I'm getting this game the minute I can get my hands on it. This thing is amazing. It's a table hog, no question about it. You might need 2 tables.
Yeah, it was on a round table and took up a lot of room on a big 8-person round table.
Yeah. Go to his website, sign up for his newsletter. One of the first things I did today when we got home. I cannot wait for this game to come out. Just go check it out. You don't have to do anything else. Just go look at it. NuclearArmageddon.com. And I guarantee you, if you like any kind of war gaming, or any kind of just visually beautiful gaming, you're going to fall in love with this thing as quickly as I did. It is amazing. So that's, let's see, who else do we talk with?
Oh, so in this ballroom, there were, all total, I think they had 54 tables spread throughout one big ballroom and then 2 smaller ballrooms and then like a hallway outside the ballroom. The main one where we did happen to play all of our games probably only had maybe about half of them in there. I mean, there were a lot of tables, but probably about half of the 50. I'd say there was definitely maybe about 25 in there.
Well, it was more than 25 because table 24 was high.
But I don't know that it started with number 1. I feel like number 1 started in another room and then it came into this room.
You might be right. I didn't look at that.
Because then from this room, that other ballroom went on to the 50s. But anyways, around the outside edge of this ballroom were some vendors.
Yeah.
I think we counted 12 in total. Again, no publishing companies, nothing like that. There was 2 tables that they did a raffle, and they had a small game. They had a small game library, especially compared to the one at PAX.
Well, obviously, but they did have a game library, and there were some nice games in it.
And then they also do this feature called. Well, they have an auction. You can bring in stuff that happened at 6:00 on Saturday. We happened to go get dinner during that time because we didn't have anything to auction. But not exactly sure how that all works. But I guess you can bring in your games and put your price on it, and they sell them.
I saw a little bit of it, and it was pretty. If you want to get some used games cheap, that's where to do it.
Yeah. And then they had raffles, and then there was a section where you could play to win, that if you took the game and played it, then you would get a raffle ticket that you would, again, put into a pot, and I think I saw Sunday. I think they drew that whoever played the game could potentially win the game. And then the next table was the Cupcake Ladies from New York.
Oh, they were yummy.
I don't know the name. I didn't get a card from the Cupcake Ladies, but if you go to our video about it,
go to the other video.
We highlighted her little playing thing there. But yeah, wonderfully delicious cupcakes. I think she said she had 7 flavors, and one of them was this bacon flavor. And
it was a bacon maple, so it was a cupcake with pieces of bacon sticking out of it.
Yeah, there was a chocolates and a vanilla, and of course they did have gluten free, which was nice.
Yes.
And then the next table was this company called Fox and Boar Games.
Yes.
Fox and Boar. Role-playing board games publishing now. Again, I said no publishing companies, no big publishing companies. There was this one,
ones.
This one, DPH, and then the ones that were doing Minor Wizard or Wizard Minor.
Oh, yes.
Whatever that.
We didn't get a chance to talk to them at all.
No, they were over in that one corner. Yeah. So Fox and Board Games, we talked to them a little bit. They're doing something with raccoons. A role-playing game where
Oh,
you're a
yes,
raccoon.
a role-playing game with raccoons, yes.
Again, go watch our
Go
video
watch
about
the other
it.
video. Looked very interesting.
Then the next table was DPH Games.
Yeah, they were
which
so very nice.
we did buy 2 of their games
Right.
and then played the Kickstarter game. And then there was a large table that was we assume like a game store, because we didn't actually talk to the people there, but they had a lot of games. We didn't buy anything from them, but they had a lot of games for sale that I would have bought.
Yeah.
You know, if we had lots and lots of money, which we don't. And then the next vendor was Adventures Hollow Gaming Tavern.
Yes.
Opening soon in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, this lady is starting up. It's wish I could remember the name of the table she was setting up, but this is something they're opening up soon. It's going to be a game tavern where you go in and
Professional GMs, dozens of games to play, free gaming space, full menu and bakery, dice, games, and more. Private gaming rooms. So she had some things for sale there.
real nice dice. There's a video in our other
That's
video.
right.
Of
She had the big dice
yeah,
and all of that. Yeah, they were beautiful.
D20s.
Some stuffed animals. We bought 2 games from her. We bought Panda Panda and we bought Azul Duel, because those are 2 games that we've been looking to add to our collection. And then the next table we didn't talk to.
Yeah, we couldn't talk to them.
They were always occupied. And then the next table was Solar Forge Miniatures.
Yeah, they had some great stuff.
Yep.
They carried some awesome miniatures.
Yeah.
Especially if you like Blood Bowl. They
Yeah.
had a couple of really sweet Blood Bowl teams.
Yep. And then on that other wall, I don't remember what the next one next to the miniatures people was, but then it was the lady that made goat soap.
Yes, goat soap.
So much goat soap all over this table. And then
All kinds of different designs. And it smells nice, too.
Yeah, all kinds of different flavors, scents. I
don't think it was flavored.
And then the last table was a lot of jewelry and stuff
that.
that.
Nice jewelry, yeah.
So we didn't quite get every vendor, but again, some of it, like, we don't need jewelry and we don't need soap. We did buy a cupcake, because who doesn't love cupcakes?
Who doesn't like cupcakes?
But we did talk more to the gaming booths than we did to the other ones.
Yeah, and the cupcake people.
And the cupcake people.
Because who doesn't like cupcakes?
So yeah, that was all in this main room. So there was a lot of people in there. I think at one point I counted about 150 to 170 people sitting down gaming at one point. So, yeah.
All right, so let's talk about
what else are we talking about?
Our haul.
Oh yeah, we had a little. I mentioned 2 of them.
Yeah, because anytime you do any kind of
Con.
convention or con, you've got to have your haul video next.
Yes.
So that's what we're going to do. So,
But add it to our game chat.
Up first, Panda.
Okay. So, read the rules in the hotel room. I was like, all right, well, this is a cute little clever game. 2 to 4 player, strictly cards. And
we played it.
We kind of went through a hand, but then I guess we had to go
you
lunch
won
or whatever.
It. You won it.
I won the first hand. It was really simple.
2 turns. It was.
So we
I was
put it
like,
away.
I don't want to play this game. This game is dumb.
This morning, because today's Sunday, we left the hotel and we went out for breakfast at this little diner across the street. And we brought in Panda Panda.
Yes, we did.
We played Panda Panda while we waited for our breakfast.
Yes, we did.
At about a third of the way through the first hand, we both went, oh, this has got some clever strategy to it. And holy cow, I'm going to get stuck with cards.
Yes.
So
our first playthrough of Panda Panda was not an
accurate
indicator of this game at all.
No. Cute game.
Yes.
We'll definitely do it on the channel at some point and give you our actual review of it.
You're going to see it soon. It was way better than the first dalliance would appear.
Yeah, it's a good 2-player. I'd love to play it at 4.
Yeah, highly recommend.
Then, of course, we got Azul Duel.
Azul Duel.
Because we like Azul.
Yes,
you can go
we
see
do.
our earlier video where we played through and reviewed Azul. And
of course, Duel is Spanish for 2.
Duel. Because we do like the 2-player games.
Yes, it is.
We got that one. Haven't played it yet. Might tonight.
We might.
Might.
I don't know what
Not for the channel, but yeah. All right.
So then, like I said, we like the folks at DPH.
DPH Games.
So we're talking to them.
DPH Games.
We picked up RV Glamper.
Living your best life outdoors.
Because Lizbeth and I want to get a 19-footer or 20-footer or whatever and go doing some RV camping. And so I saw this one. Oh, that looks really neat. So basically, you're supposed to set up your camper and have different themes. You can put the bad guys on your camper. And
it says, unleash your inner decorator and turn your RV into the ultimate park sensation. But beware. Bigfoot, aliens, and even your friendly neighborhoods interfere with your plans. It's a race to RV glory where creativity meets chaos in the most fabulous way.
No clue if it's any good. Haven't tried it. Haven't played
just
it.
looked
Just
cute.
looked at it. But I just liked the theme and I liked the artwork on it. So I said, you know what? We'll give it a try.
And we like to support the lesser known publishers.
Yeah, and like I said, they're real nice.
They were. And then
And
we got
finally, we got this from DPH Games. It's called
Usurp the King.
And it looked very, very interesting just from the back. From the back.
Again, the creator sat down and explained to us a little bit about how the play works.
Yes.
He did confirm it's good. It's okay for 2-player. There's a variance that's set up to do it 2-player. Plays a little bit better at 4-player because it's has to do with
Usurping the king?
yeah, you get in families and in clans and you try and take over the king.
Yeah. And it does work to... Wait for a second.
Sorry.
It's normally 2 to 5 players, but there is a 6 to 8 player variant you can use where you're on
Oh,
teams.
right, you play as teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was explaining that to us. About
Well,
how
that's
to
the other
do
thing I
it
want to show you.
teams.
Look. No, give me.
Sorry.
So it looks like a book, right?
It does look like
And
a
you
book.
do this. And it opens like a book.
Yeah, like a book.
Isn't that clever?
That's nice. Instead of lifting the lid. Huh. So those were our 4 games we bought.
Yeah. So I guess,
But again, the point of this con was to show up and just play games.
yes.
Just play games.
Yeah.
There were a lot of RPG games going on.
Yeah,
a
a lot
of DMs set up with the little shields and then the people around with the papers and writing their journeys.
Yeah.
A lot of those.
So again, I highly recommend it if
was
you're
fun.
in the
Allentown.
if you're in the tri-state area. I recommend checking out in November.
We actually stayed at the hotel. Had a lovely stay at the hotel.
Yeah,
It was
the
a very
hotel's
nice
very
hotel.
nice. Yeah.
Yep.
So I said if you're in the tri-state area and Pennsylvania and you're looking for something to do, when did I say it was? The 16th?
November
17th?
14 to 16.
Yeah, so it was, hold on, I have it written down here. November 14th to the 16th.
Yep.
I highly recommend you check it out. Go for, if you don't want to go for the 3 days, just go for 1 day. And have a blast, because we certainly did.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I guess on that note, Jennifer.
Wait.
Oh, wait, what?
You should like and subscribe.
Oh, yeah.
So if you watch this because you went searching for MEPACON, you can go, oh, hey, I'll like and subscribe to these people because they went to MEPACON and said
Yes.
it was a great experience.
It was a great experience.
So please, like and subscribe.
Those are all great things.
I remembered and you didn't.
I know.
But on that note,
On that note, I'm Jethro.
I'm Lizbeth.
Today is a great day to
Shut up and play. Bye. Shut up and play.